Hey everyone, before the video starts, I just want to mention I'll be uploading a few videos on a specific video game mystery instead of focusing on multiple myths, secrets, and urban legends. I'll be working on both still, but I just wanted to point that out. Just making a little bit of variety here on the channel. Enjoy the video and stay to the end, or you might just meet Elizabeth's relatives. Everyone already knows what the pendant is, but I thought I would revisit this particular item 13 years later, and another one which I'll talk about later as well. Among the 8 starting gifts you can choose from, one of those is the pendant. Its item description says it's a trinket with no effect, but fond memories will comfort travelers. Oddly enough, the item description for the pendant at one point had the same text as a sunlight medal. I believe this was in the Prepare to Die edition for PC when that released. I have no idea how or why this was the case. It's very strange. Outside of that one little oddity, there's a few other things to note about the pendant as well. It can be obtained indefinitely from the Forest Hunter Covenant after successfully defeating a host. This is a random chance, you won't always get the pendant, but I wouldn't say it's rare, it's just a little bit uncommon. Outside of obtaining it as a starting gift and through the Forest Hunter Covenant, there's actually no other way to obtain a pendant. It's fairly uncommon, but nothing like getting a slab from a Dark Wraith, obviously. You know, you're guaranteed to get it from the starting gift, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get it from the Forest Hunter Covenant as well. It's really not rare in there, like I said before. When Dark Souls released, everyone started searching for the true purpose of the pendant, as it appeared to be a rather useless item at first in a game where every other item has a use. At least almost every other item. You know, you have stuff like rubbish. But the pendant really stood out a lot because it really does feel like it would have some kind of higher significance. Urban legends started on forums about how the pendant would lead to a third true ending of the game or would open up new areas. Some theories were tested, such as hitting many walls in the game with the pendant in the player's inventory or going into New Game Plus with it. Eventually a use for it was discovered and it's pretty decent. A lot of people were disappointed by it, but I thought it was pretty decent. You can get a souvenir of reprisal from Snuggly the Crow for the Blades of the Darkmoon Covenant. Just one of these will help you a lot, ranking up in the Covenant if you're playing offline and farming the crows in the Painted World for the souvenirs, which, good luck with that, by the way. It's not the most amazing discovery, but everyone was pretty disappointed by it, so we kept searching for another purpose. When Artorias of the Abyss released, there was an interview with Hidetaka Miyazaki, which I always thought was mistranslated because it really makes no sense. I should mention prior to this interview, people would ask him what the purpose of the pendant was, and he stated he would never tell anyone what the purpose of it is. Then during this recent interview in 2012, he said he just wanted to make a joke or a prank. I'm a little confused by this. By the looks of it, what he's trying to say is that the pendant itself is a joke despite actually having a purpose in the game. Maybe he was just being cryptic and he wanted people to talk about it still, or, well, I mean, if that was the case, he would probably say that it's not a joke and there's, you know, there's still a purpose for it. It's just kind of odd, I don't know. Speaking of the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, it's interesting that to enter the DLC you need the broken pendant that assumedly belongs to Manus. I heard the theory that the pendant from the main game represents the chosen undead, like how Manus' own pendant represents him. He must have a lot of memories with it to pull you back into the past for it. Or at least I think that's why Manus brings you to the past anyway, since, you know, you're holding his pendant and you need that to enter the DLC with. Finally, there's a third pendant from Anor Londo that was given to Artorias, the silver pendant. This pendant is oddly found in a random chest in Ulasil, just really in the middle of nowhere pretty much. I mean, it's right next to where Artorias is in his arena, but I have no idea how it ended up there. I really don't. There's pretty much no lore explanation for it. It's a rather odd location. And to actually get this pendant from the chest, you need to use a lantern, a sunlight maggot, or use the cast light spell on the wall outside. It's very unique, actually. This pendant is awesome in concept, but it's almost never used, as it's not that helpful. It reflects dark spells, both from other players and from enemies. I really wouldn't recommend using it against Manus, honestly. I don't know whether to believe these other 2 DLC pendants have a connection to the main one or not from the main game, but as far as I'm aware, there's really nothing else to say here. There's no unused content relating to these. There's nothing to do with any of the pendants in any kind of cut content, so. Fast forwarding to March of 2014, Dark Souls 2 is released, and there's no pendant here, nor in the Scholar of the First Sin version of the game either. Fast forwarding again to March of 2016, Dark Souls 3 is released, and there's no, wait a minute, what is this? What is this Dream Chaser's Ashes item? Zoom in on that real fast. Is that someone clutching a pendant? The Shrine Maiden says that these ashes are the stuff of a fool. It looks like Miyazaki's joke came full circle here. Well, anyway, my idea for this video is to maybe rekindle some discussions about the pendant online and have some people theorize on it again. Perhaps Miyazaki or other developers will comment on it again someday. This was me, TimeLierG, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks for watching a whole lot. By the way, if you're the first one to find the hidden Honey the Cat in this video, I'll pin your comment.